Hello guys and welcome to the video. This is for patch 261, this is for the Witch Doctor class, this is Arachyr Firebats. But guys, by the looks of it, this is going to be shape up to be the new Witch Doctor solo meta, if you go by PTR clears. But to be honest, there's not that many GR levels between this, Jade Halves, Zunimata Garg, just a few levels in between it. But this is very, very powerful though, because, you know, the set bonus has now gone up to 4,400%, yeah, that's a lot of the damage buff. And of course the Bakudi Jungle Rap spell has gone up as well, up to 300% as well, so you know, that's a lot of extra damage there as well. And of course the Arachyr Petra has gone up to 150 extra damage as well, so you know, this hits extremely hard, you know, extremely hard. It's really nice to play a caster Witch Doctor as well. It's very, very nice because you know, it just reminds me of the old vanilla days when we used to play vanilla. We used to play that Firebats build with Scorn, do you remember, all those years ago? So it's kind of a throwback build like that, and it's very, very cool. If you've not played this before, guys, you're in for a treat. It's absolutely fantastic. Okay, let's quickly go over Arakhyr's set bonuses then. 2 set bonus, summons an absolute trash spider that doesn't do anything. It's absolutely useless. Blizzard needs to change this 2 set bonus, hopefully to something good in the future. 4 set bonus, Hex gains the effect of Total Hugeness Rune. For summoning a Total Hugeness, you gain 50% damage reduction and heal for 10% of your maximum life per second for 15 seconds, okay? So the more life you have, the more it's going to regenerate you, okay? So I've taken all my damage out of main stat, but I've put a little bit extra vitality in to make that regen actually kick in a bit harder, actually, so it's really, really nice. So make sure you've got a vitality gem in helm and the usual sort of stuff, and make sure your gear's rolled in the right way, otherwise you won't regenerate correctly. And of course, 6 opponents, guys, the damage of your creature skills increased by 4.5k. Most importantly, Firebats. Okay, it's all about the Firebats. Right, so let's go through the skills, and we'll show this in GR95 with no main stat added as usual. Okay, guys, Haunt, Poison Spirit. Haunt and Locust Swarm will last pretty much indefinitely because of Creeping Death passive. Okay, so once it's on this target, it's never going to come off, okay? But remember, if you go off the screen, the mob goes off the screen, those debuffs will go. You know, the Haunt and Pestilence will go, okay? So you probably reapply. So Poison Spirit does an extra 20% additional damage. When the target dies, the Haunt will actually leap to the next target, which is really sweet as well. I've always loved that mechanic. Firebats, Cloudbats, guys, this is a channeling caster build, so the longer you hold down the channel, the harder it's going to hit, okay? And it will cap out at 850. Local Swarm, Cloud of Insects, 25% damage reduction, part of the ROE trigger. We'll explain that in just a moment as well. And like I said earlier, it will last indefinitely as well. Remember, we are using the Vile Hive legendary mojo, so Locust Swarm gains the effect of Pestilence. The Pestilence rune will spread to everything in one cast, so you don't have to keep casting this. You just cast this and it will spread and hit the whole screen. It's very, very cool when you see that go off, actually. Always love that. Soul Harvest language, guys. We're using the Sacred Harvest, the main hand Samurai or Knife here, so we get 10 stacks of Soul Harvest in this patch as well. With the change of Soul Harvest, it's now possible to maintain 10 stacks of Soul Harvest just using one target. So Rift Guardian kills now are much, much more comfortable to play. And especially for hardcore players as well, guys. Rejoice, man. Much, much better now. Spirit Walk, Honoured Guess. Spirit Walk basically makes you immune to damage for 2 seconds. We're using Honoured Guess because we need some power regen in this build, okay? It's mainly there for the Rift Guardian fight. If you don't have Honoured Guess on, you will choke on your mana. And then if you can't cast your Firebats, you're not doing no damage, and you won't be able to heal yourself either because we're using the Healing Bracer, the cause of First Spider. So we'll go over that in a bit. But you got to have a certain amount of power, and you mustn't overcap your attack speed either, because you will mana choke, okay? So it's quite important. Hex Jinx, guys, it gives an extra 15% additional damage on top as well. Turns them into pigs, basically. It's really, really cool. As you're pushing forward, you want to be casting this all the time, but say you're fighting like 2 elite packs, and there's a really nasty pack of Goatman Spearmen behind you, throwing loads of nasty spears in you. Just cast Hex Jinx on top of those guys' heads, and they'll turn into pigs for a while and save you, basically. So, you know, use it tactically as well. And remember, this will heal you as well with the set bonus and stuff like that. Your 50% damage reduction. Super important to keep this up all the time. We do need a buff icon, really, on the bar here, Blizz. Yeah, we do need that here. Okay, for passives, guys, Spirit Vessel for self-res. You know, you don't want to die, do you? Comps of Ritual for the extra 25% additional damage. This is the multiplication bonus. Creeping Death makes Haunt And Local Swarm lasts virtually forever now, because this has been changed to a lot of seconds now. So, mainly because of Jade. But it's got a knock-on effect to this build as well. And Grave Injustice gives us cooldowns, mana, and life when you kill targets within 20 yards. So very important to have this in the build, so you're refreshing your cooldowns, okay? It's very, very important. In the cube, guys, is, of course, the Staff Arachyr Petra, which makes you attack faster, less mana for your Firebats, and, of course, the extra damage. Cause of the First Spider. While channeling Firebats, you gain 30% damage reduction and 80,000 life per hit. So basically, when you're channeling all these mobs and stuff, you're healing yourself constantly. But if you want to extreme push this build to its limit, then you need to put in a mantle channeling, because it is a channeling build. While channeling blah 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 blah, the Firebats, you deal 25% increased damage and damage reduction. So if you want to extreme push this build, change this to a mantle channeling, and then you change your Taeguk to a historic alteration gem. Otherwise, you just be too squishy. And if you do this, and the DPS goes, it's crazy. You know, it's really, really, really crazy DPS when you do that setup. But you will be squishy, and it takes a lot of finesse to play that way. But to be honest, you just go in the usual way, you'll still clear extremely high. For this video, we're going to use coils. I love coils, man. It's a cool thing to use. And of course, guys, like I said earlier, Ring of Enters, 300% increased damage when Local Swarm and Haunt is on your targets, which is, you must have these spells applied, otherwise you won't get that. The real DPS, and DPS will not work. Okay, let's do a summary of gear. As usual, guys, in the description of this video, there will be a build guide link, okay, to Diablo fans. If it's not there straight away, don't worry, it will be there. I'm just waiting for D fans to update their database, and then I'll do a full written guide with all the optimal stats for all this gear, okay, so that way you guys know what to aim for on your gear score. Lovely. Okay, guys, let's go through the gear. So, like I said earlier, we're using Sacred Harvester. That gives you 10 stacks of Soul Harvest. Gives you a massive DPS buff, and more importantly, the armor buff as well from here. Okay, so it's very, very important. On this weapon, you can go attack speed over intelligence, but if you do that, you might encounter mana issues on the Rift Guardian, on the solo target. So, beware, okay? I actually find it better to go percent damage, intelligence, area damage. And preferably on secondary, guys, try to get mana, if you can, on mana on the secondary. Unfortunately, I've got mobilise here. The extra mana just helps out a lot. Okay, guys, so full set of Arachyr, so boots, legs, chest, helm, shoulders, and gloves. Okay, so you need a full set. Topazes in chest and legs, amethyst in the helm. You can actually go topaz in the helm for more mana reduction if you want to, but you will take a hit to your survivability. First gem, guys, and ring. We are using the Unity ring. This gives you 50% damage reduction when you wear it yourself, and there's one on the follower. Okay, so it's very, very important. While we're here, we'll quickly go over follower gear. So, Enchanting Favour, Thunder Fury. Love Thunder Fury, man, because it procs your trapped at range as well, and also debuffs their melee speed and movement speeds. Brilliant. S. Johan does grouping. So, okay, we don't have no Nado in this build, so having the follower to group stuff up is actually really, really sweet. So, definitely go for a Johan here. Oculus Ring, obviously, all the time, for the extra 85% damage bonus, and any shield you like, preferably freezing deflection. I don't have one at the moment, so I've just got this on for now. But yeah, make sure you've got Unity on your follower, otherwise you just die. And make sure the follower set up for all the heals. At the moment, though, I've actually turned off the last heal, because I actually prefer Inspire, because Inspire gives me 7 mana per second. And just on the Rift Guardian fight, it just makes it more comfortable, you know what I mean? And because I'm using Cause of First Spider, I'm healing myself all the time anyway, so I didn't find that I really needed this heal that much. So I went to Inspire, but you know, feel free to chop and change, guys. Best thing about Diablo is very versatile. Okay, so Mojo, of course, is the Vile Hive. Vile Hive basically makes it so it doesn't matter what rune you'll use here, it will spread to the whole screen. Okay, so basically the Mojo does this rune here, but we're using Cloud of Insects, obviously, so for the extra 25% damage reduction. So you cast this once, and it'll spread to the whole screen, and everything's tagged straight away. It's brilliant. It's a great Mojo, actually. It's really, really cool. I love this thing. It also does a bit of more local swarm damage, but I won't worry about that. Lovely. Okay, second ring, guys, is, of course, the Compass Rose for the Endless Walk set. So we've got the amulet on here. The amulet is amazing. It's absolutely amazing. So, and the next gem, guys, we're using is Taeguk. Taeguk gives us extra damage as you channel, and defense as well. So it gives you armor and damage as well, so it's a bit of both, you know what I mean? And you can see my stats here going up and up and up, and it stacks up now to 10. Remember, guys, when this used to stack up well over 10? Oh, it was a nightmare. Remember, we used to go start step. Not anymore, man. Not anymore, Blizzard, listen, man. So, yeah, it gives you tons of damage and tons of armor, okay? So it's very, very cool. Excellent. Endless Walk set, guys, gives you 50% damage reduction while you're moving, so you get this here. Walking endlessly. and you see damage reduction going up. Then when you stand still, when you're standing still, when you channel those Firebats, then you get stopping 4 directions, and this damage bonus is a multiplication bonus as well. So as you step in there, you start torching big. Remember that you will start taking more damage, but don't worry, you'll be fine. Just cycle your Spirit Walk and stuff. And you start torching, and it just, oh, the DPS is insane. It's really, really sweet. Lovely. Last gem, guys, in the Traveller's Pledge is the Bane of the Stricken. This is a GR solo build, so you need this to kill the Ref Guardian, basically. And it does loads of damage to the Ref Guardian. Fantastic. And also, actually, it does actually work against a solo target as well. You know, we will work against a solo target as well, so get stunned solo target, just keep channeling, you will kill it. Lovely. Okay, what we missed? The Bracer, isn't it? Bracer, guys, of course, is Lakuba's Ornament. This gives you 6% damage reduction per stack of Soul Harvest. Okay, so we've got 10 stacks, so yeah, massive, massive damage reduction. If you're going the route I'm having now with Coils of the First Spider, what you can actually do is actually wear Coils of the First Spider, if I can actually find one. There we go. So this one's okay. On Coils of the First Spider, it actually rolls an extra stat. Okay, which is really, really nice. So, like, for instance, if I wear this one now, I actually gain 5.3 toughness right now, which is huge. But obviously, though, you know, you've got to get one that's rolled well on the secondary. This only got 67k of life per hit, then 80,000. You know, wearing the Lakumba's easier because this just rolls generally better overall. But if you do find a really GG Cause of First Spider, wear this because you actually get an extra stat. And if you do get that extra stat, try to make it like roll like this. Armor. Try to get that armor roll in there, and it will save you a lot. I have a lot. Lovely. Okay, so we're now going to do a GR95, and we've got no main stat added. This is simulating just about Paragon 800, maybe just a little bit under, and we'll go through. Actually, I forgot to mention Pain Enhancer. Pain Enhancer, you can use this at a Taeguk. You will be more squishy, but you will channel your Firebats ultra fast, like crazy fast, and you'll torch stuff around you in just a few seconds. But it will burn through your mana a lot quicker, so you have to be a bit careful with it. And generally, overall, Taeguk setup is better. Taeguk setup is better, but if you use this, you can use. If you get a Rift Guardian, you need a Rift Guardian with ads to make Pain Enhancer worth it. Okay, because you get that extra 3% tank speed per mob that's bleeding around you. So you can use this if you want to, but overall, Taeguk is better because it gives you that defense and damage bonus, where this will blitz everything super quick, but ultimately it might be demise at the Rift Guardian, so chop and change. But guys, at the beginning of the season, you know, just get this to level 25, then it's pretty sweet. You don't really need this any higher than level 25. Right, so we're now going to show you the rotation. I did 103 yesterday with all my Paragon score yesterday live on Twitch. That was pretty cool. And so let's go do a 95 and show us in action, man. Oh, good man. Okay, first thing you need to do, guys, is get your Hex up, okay? So as soon as your Hex is up, you've got 50% damage reduction. And get your damage reduction up, and it's going to start healing you. Okay, so it's really, really important. Alright, so I just want to stand here for a sec, just to get my stacks up. Also, guys, this build procs Oculus Rings, procs from your follower every kill. Every kill. It's one of the reasons why this build is so good, actually. Because they're like 10 stacks, man. It's awesome. Love that change. So as you're pushing forward, most of the time, what I do, I tend to just zap a quick Pestilence, and you can see now the Pestilence is tagging out everything. So there we go, Hex Jinx now. We've got an illusionist one here, unfortunately. Always try to get to your pools. Whoa! Wow, that was brutal. I don't even know what damage I did there, but that was absolutely brutal. But yeah, just do your usual rotation. Sorry, man, I was just a bit taken aback from that. That was absolutely insane. But yeah, as you push forward, cast one Pestilence. And you can see it just mass spread to absolutely everything. But during your Spirit Walk phase, that's when you want to start casting your Haunts, okay? Because that's when you're immune to damage for a couple of seconds. Okay, so let's just try to get into a decent spot here. I'm going to focus on this yellow pack because he's the guy that's going to take the longest to kill. Hex Jinx now. Keep my my damage reduction up and healing. Right, he's dead already. Wow, it's crazy. And the belt I'm using is missing 19% Firebats damage as well, so it's not even showing it at the top DPS it should be, really. Wow, look at that, was a trillion crit there. 2 trillion crits. Absolutely insane DPS. Just testing out fire chains here to see how much of it I can tank. Ah. It is a lovely build. It just reminds me of the vanilla days when we used to play Firebats, man, with their old squads and all that sort of stuff. Good times, chat. Good times, man. Right, let's keep going. But yeah, like I said, man, you always want to progress towards elite packs, man, as usual. But as you push forward, just make sure Hex Jinky is up all the time. You must make sure it's up all the time. Conduit? Oh, god, why not, man? Why not? Hey, let's go. But as you push forward, just just tag the mob quickly with a pestilence, and that way. Well, we can't do it now because we've torch everything now with cheeky conduit. But yeah, the pestilence will just keep tagging. There you go, castle it now. And it'll just spread to the whole screen. There we go. It's time to do a few cheeky little haunts now because we've got to achieve our ROE bonus. Start torching these dudes. Dead. Oh, it's too good. I am so torn what to play for the next season. Do I want to play this? Do I want to play Zunimaster Garg, Jade Harvester? You know, there's so many good builds we can play. How to Gargantuan as well is working really well, actually. So, at this stage, I'm thinking about just augmenting all the builds. The Dark guys. I think I might just do all of them, I think. Absolutely love it. But yeah, guys, with Arachyrs, it's generally used as a trash killer as well. So soon I'll upload a formatted version of this build for the meta, and it's used as a trash killer most of the time. Oh, I've got a power pile. I've got no elite pack to use it on. Oh, there we go. Got the tail end of the power here. Burn! Oh, let's go into this. Oh, oh yeah. Oh, the damage on this is insane. It's so sick. It's so sick. But yeah, guys, for the next patch and season, our starting set is actually Arachyrs. So, you know, it's very, very good to start with this. You know, you'll get your 70 down super quick with this, like super quick. And also, Blizzard have changed the way legendaries drop a little bit now as well. So all those super rare loot, like Bakudi Jungle Ramps, stuff like this, is now drops as often as the other loot now. Okay, so it won't be too hard. Same like with like the Necromancer, you know what I mean? Getting a Julian's Ring, the Circle and the Jewel Bowl, or it's called. That was always quite hard to get at the beginning. There's little tricks you can get it early by gambling Cadaver level 1 character. But yeah, they're normalising it now, so that's pretty cool. It'll make getting the rarer loot a little bit easier. Let's kill off this dude here. He's almost down now. Yeah, rotation is super simple. You know, you are quite tanky on this setup, but you're not indestructible by far. You know what I mean? Certain things like beams and frozen pulse, just save your spirit walk. You know what I mean? Save your spirit walk for that, and just pop on out. Another good map, man. I've had some good maps on this. This is good. Always make sure, guys, Soul Harvest is up all the time. Remember, you only need one stack now, so one target to keep it up. Keep it up, boys. Oh man, Spearmen. These are the ones that I do not like. But yeah, you always want to be pushing forward. Keep the other mobs interested by casting Locust Storm behind you. Just keep them interested because they re-tag. There we go. Right, let's start torching this guy. A bit low on power. I remember GI passive. And we've got one of the guests, Spirit Walk, to keep our power up. So, but generally, you want to be in the thick of it all the time. And if you can, try to get to your pools power if the elite pack's at that right target. There we go. I don't think he's tagged up. Illusionist is one of the packs that you should really skip on this build. Because every time they split, your ROE drops off. Which is really, really frustrating. But hopefully that's the right dude there. God, that was a crazy hit there. We submitted a split. It's annoying. When generally this happens, what I tend to do is just try to put it into more trash if I can. But yeah, so Illusionist, you want to skip. Sometimes Juggernaut, you know, you can kill Juggernaut packs if you've got enough density, but to be honest, when you see Illusionist pack like that, just skip it, to be honest, just skip it. Yeah, if it wants to follow you into the more trash and density, then you eventually probably will whittle it down, but as soon as they split, your RE drops off and it's just annoying. There we go, we're in a nice spot here. Alright, is it send down as well? Whoa, look like hit point fire, jump up and down. But yeah, guys, with the glass cannon version of this build, you know, it does take a little bit more finesse to play it, sort of thing. You know, this is like the tanker version, sort of thing. And you will go very, very high in this version. But the other version, you will go slightly higher. You know, it's always a race of DPS. There we go, just quickly kill this guy off. Nice extra thing as well, guys, because we're using Unity, we're actually wearing Unity. We're actually gaining some elite damage, up to 15% elite damage, which is nice. You can wear a Ring of Emptiness in this build, and that way you can get CC, CHD, area damage and socket, and hopefully physical, which will yield overall, you know, better trash clearance speed. But I quite like wearing the Unity actually, because that extra elite damage, it's just nice, man. It's just nice to have it there. But you will miss an area damage roll for it instead. There we go, let's keep going forward. Also guys, on your secondary gear stats, like your amulet, your bracer and your chest plate, try to get range damage reduction if you can, because what I've got now is annoying as hell. The spearmen with these spears, it really, really hurts. I do have 7% damage reduction on my chest plate to range, which is kind of nice. So it helps it out a little bit. But you can get in your amulet and your bracer as well, so try to get those rolls if you're going to push this to the extreme. I know it's difficult, but... There we, oh, that's it, spot there. There we go, lovely! Get that juice. Alright, keep Hex up. Keep my healing and damage reduction up. Go, 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 go. But like I said earlier, with Pain Enhancer, I said over Taguk, oh, the channeling speed you can do is incredible. You know, it is super, super Rex, man. Oh, power, there we go. But it's lovely though, is this build always procs your followers' Oculus Ring all the time. But yeah, really bad effects like Frozen Pulse and stuff like that, you do not want to stand in it. You don't want to stand it. This one's actually a Juggernaut pack, actually, I didn't realise it was a Jugger. Let me just try and get rid of this Frozen Pulse so I can sit up on it. Where's he gone? He's over here. There he is. Actually, let me test that, let's see if I can tank it. There we go. But yeah guys, elite pack types, you know, you want to have preferably melee packs if you can. You know, group up tons of melee packs, bring them to one spot and just torch them basically. Just absolutely torch them, it's great. Right, let's keep going. Which way is it? This way? I've got no idea, let's just run up here. No, but there's a pack. Electrified. Right, top up my mana before I go in. Oh, that's a good spot there. Hex Jinx, just lock him down for a few seconds to get that super torch going. Boom, he's down. Whoa, I was almost down there as well. Good old beams. There we go. Right, it's almost Rift Guardian time. One more pack or a good trashy would do it now. For Rift Guardian type, guys, you preferably want a Rift Guardian that summons a ton of ads. Because that way you can proc your Oculus Ring from your follower, you know, generate area damage, and all that sort of stuff as usual. Well, I'm really torn though what to play for next season. Just spoilt for choice at the moment. Oh, Shield Pilot, nice. Might as well just pop it. Almost done now. Torture, boys! Oh, lovely. Another Juggernaut. Look how fast he's dying. Remember, Juggernaut packs are not affected by your Bane of the Trapped. So it gives you an idea how much this is outputting. If I use my Paragon points, oh, we would have blasted through this so quick. Okay, unfortunately we didn't get a Rift Guardian that was the right type. Like I said, man, you want one that summons ads, but let's see how fast we can kill this dude here. Now, earlier I was talking about attack speed and mana, okay? So you can see here, my mana is going down slightly, but I'm using Inspire on the follower to keep my power up. And an Honoured Guest as well. But I will choke by the looks of it just a little bit. Earlier I was talking about as well, what you can do to stop this is you can use a topaz in your helm, but it will hit your defense, unfortunately. You know, it will hit your defense, so bear that in mind when you do it. But no, you know, if you had a Rift Guardian with ads, you know, what you really, really want, then you'll be generating mana from killing the ads because of Great Injustice passive. You know, you'll be propping it to be getting extra power. So ultimately, that's what you want to do. That is one downfall of this build. You know, with the other builds like you know, the pet builds and stuff like that, you know, it doesn't matter if they've got a ads or not. You know, you don't have to worry about power in those builds. With this one, you do have to. So yeah, so to combat that, if you've got a single target, just put a topaz in the helm. But like I said, it will impact your toughness, and that give you a resource cost reduction. And there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. And once again, thanks very much for tuning in. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If not, give it a thumbs down. Guys, thank you very much, man, for watching the video. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. And have fun in Sanctuary. See you guys in Season 12. A massive shout out to all my Patreon supporters, guys. Thank you so much for supporting me on Patreon, so I continue to make Diablo 3 videos here on YouTube and live streams on Twitch TV. Big shout out to Gregski89, top diamond sub, and also Tarakesh as well, man, who up to a 50 spot. Dude, thank you guys very, very much, man. See you next video, guys. Take care. See you soon.